Hi everybody, it's Lisa, Twyla's mom, and I haven't made a video for a couple of weeks now because I've been busy. I'm going to get a sip of pop here, and I'll tell you what I've been busy with. I've been busy doing the grandma stuff. Yeah. On Thursday, August 19th, it was my youngest grandson's birthday. So the weekend before that, he'd had his party, we did all that business and stuff, and he turned 2. August turned 2 on August 19th. On August 20th, his baby sister was born, yeah. So Grandma got the pleasure of having August for the weekend, while Mama and Daddy were busy with baby Aspen. Aspen Sage is her name. She weighed a little bit over 7 pounds and 19 inches long. Yeah. And anyway, we have babysat August a time or two for a couple of hours, but never overnight. He's always went home for the night, and we haven't babysat him a whole lot. So the opportunities just never came up to ever babysit him. So we offered to keep him while Mama and Daddy were busy with Aspen. And they were inducing her labor on Friday the 20th. So they brought him over on Thursday night, and which was his birthday. So we had him Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. We were going to keep him until Monday morning, but Mama and Daddy were missing their boy, so they really wanted him home. Now, Mom and Baby were doing good. Everything was doing really good, so they let them go home within 24 hours. And that was on Saturday night, because she was born... Oh, there's a siren going by. She was born Friday evening, like around 7:30. And so they needed to do some blood work with the baby, so it was about 7:30 Saturday night that they finally got to go home. They were waiting on the results. And Marshall called me and said, "Hey, we can come and get him, Mom. We're going to be home." And I said, "Oh, no, you guys stay home one night with just the baby and rest. I mean, it's so late. All he'll do is go home and go to bed." So they were like, "Okay." And I said, "And you might as well leave him till Monday, get that extra day of rest." And they were okay with that. But then on Sunday morning, about 10 a.m., he texted me and said, "Mom, we really want to come and get August. We miss him." So I was like, "Okay, I'll tell you what. Me and Twyla will bring him home, so you guys don't have to get the baby out and everything, and we'll get to meet the baby, because the hospital wouldn't allow to have visitors with the whole, you never know what word to use to call it here on YouTube, the pandemic." Anyway, with that going on, they didn't want any visitors and stuff. So on Sunday, about noon, the 21st, or the 22nd, about noon, we packed all of little August up and, got him back home and stuff. And he was happy to see Mom and Dad. Little sister, he was, for a moment, he was highly interested in her, but it was his nap time. So he started getting kind of fussy and everything. So Daddy went and put him to bed while me and Aunt Teresa, got to hold the baby and stuff. And she was kind of cranky. She was not happy. And Emily fed her and everything, but she still was just, she was not having any of it. But she's beautiful, and she looks just like her big brother, and Yeah, she's cute, tiny little thing. Um, so she's it was nice. It was nice having August. But last week, I spent the better part of the week getting my house ready for August to be here with us because he's 2 years old, and you know how two year olds are. They're very busy. So I was trying to baby proof the downstairs as much as you possibly can when you aren't used to having a 2 year old for that length of time. Because we still needed to do things around the house while he's here. I can't just sit in a chair and watch him until he goes to bed. I still have to do dishes, things like that. So what we did is we have a little cot that's just the right size for a toddler. And we set that up in the utility room. We put all of his toys, in the utility room. I took out all the cleaners and everything like that. I put plug-ins and all the plug-ins and stuff that he could have access to. And then we put the baby gate in the door. And we didn't leave him in that room. The only time I put the baby gate up is when he went to bed for the night. I was afraid I wouldn't hear him when he first woke up in the morning. So, because I'm not used to that, having to listen while I'm sleeping. So I put the baby gate up while he was asleep at night. And that way, if he did wake up before Grandma woke up, he'd have his toys there and everything like that. And Sophie wouldn't be able to go in and bug him while he was asleep. Because she'll do that. She'll come in. She'll even come in my bedroom, which she's not allowed in my room, but sometimes I don't get the door shut all the way, and she'll come and stick her face right in my face. Like, hey, it's time to get up. So, yeah, I spent the better part of last week getting ready for him. And, we had a really good time with August. He did great. The only time he would kind of get fussy and perturbed with things was when he was tired. Yeah, he's a good eater. He never fought me on eating anything I gave him. I could give him anything to eat and he would have ate it. The only thing I did have to get cranky with him because he was jumping on my couch and I didn't want him to fall. He shouldn't be jumping on the furniture anyway. That's just not good behavior. So I had to get cranky with him because he didn't stop and sit down like I told him to. So I had to make him get off the couch. Now that time he took off running for his room, what we called it, while he was here, and went and had himself a little cry fest on his cot because Grandma got onto him. But the rest of the weekend, all I had to do is, if he was doing something that he wasn't supposed to do, all I had to really do was tell him, no, August, don't do that. August, you go find your things. Or come here, August, get away from there. And he did. That was the only time that he got mad. He got mad at me when I made him get off the couch. Because he wanted to keep jumping on that couch. And I'm like, no, you're not jumping on Grandma's furniture. And he didn't stop, so I had to pick him up and remove him from the couch. And I just told him, you don't jump on Grandma's couch. And he just, and took off running. So I let him fuss it out for a good 3 or 4 minutes, and then I went in there, and I just gave him a hug, and I said, you can't jump on Grandma's couch, okay? And he, and he just nods his head yes. And then he was happy. He was happy. We took Sophie for a couple of walks while he was here, and he was in his stroller, of course. And, of course, Grandma had to take him shopping so he could buy new toys for at Grandma's house. And, we did all that stuff. And, we had a nice visit with August while he was here. And him and Sophie did pretty good together. She is eye level with him, so he didn't appreciate it when she would, get in his face. But toward the end of the weekend, he was kind of ornery with her, because she'd be laying down, minding her own business, and he'd get one of her toys, and I'd say, go give it to Sophie. You know, because it's a dog toy, you don't want to play with that. Give that to Sophie. And he'd go over to give it to her, and she'd be ready to take it from him, and he'd run off and giggle. And of course, that just made Sophie want to get up and go get the toy from him. So she'd jump up and go chasing him. Of course, as soon as she'd get up to him, he'd scream because she's in my face. Ah! So it's like, well, you give her that toy. Quit teasing her, you know. But I'll tell you what, this grandma's tired. Today's Monday. We took him home yesterday. I'm tired. Whew. I'm not used to running after a 2-year-old for more than a couple hours at a time, you know. And, whew. It was tiring. It really was. But it was fun. It was a fun tiring, you know. And, I think he enjoyed himself. He got spoiled. He got cookies. He got, of course, after he ate, he had to eat. And he got popsicle. We sat outside one evening while he took his own sweet time eating a popsicle and just got it all over him. And then Grandma took him and put him in the bathtub. And he just, you know, usually when you give a 2-year-old a popsicle, you're always like, come on, hurry up and eat it, hurry up. But Grandpa and Grandma just let him sit there, and it just dripped down to his elbows. And we didn't hassle him a bit. You take your time, sweetie. And he got most of it ate before it fell off the stick. So, and yes, it was a popsicle on a stick, but we were right there with him and didn't let him get up and walk around with it. He had to sit down and eat it, so we didn't have to worry about that. So, and yeah, so that's where I've been, having a good old time with my youngest grandson. And we have not had a baby girl in our family for 15 years. I'm talking a newborn. Now, we have Andrea. She came into our family when she was about 5 or 6. And then Aria, she came into our family when she was 4. So we have not had a newborn baby girl for 15 years. That's right. We've had Jake, Hunter, Bryson, and August. 4 little boys, newborn, born into the family. And now we have baby Aspen, and we're so happy we get a little girl in the family. So she's the youngest out of all our grandchildren. Our oldest granddaughter's 19, and now we have a newborn baby girl. And she's so teeny tiny. Oh, but a head full of black hair. Oh, she's got lots of hair. Lots of hair. And her brother, August, weighed almost 10 pounds when he was born. He was like 9.9 or something like that. He was a big boy. And he could wear newborn clothes for about a week. And then he was out of them. He couldn't wear them anymore. But she's, let's see, they did have a couple of preemie outfits that fit her, but hopefully she'll get some weight on her, and you know, and she weighed 7.5 when she left the hospital. Or 7 something, she had lost a little weight. Of course they always do. And but yeah, she was not happy, though, on Sunday. She was not a happy baby. Oh, but she was cute. Oh, my goodness, she's a cutie pie. And that's where I've been. Yeah. So I thought I'd just get on here and let you guys know what's been going on, why I've been too busy to get on here and chit-chat, and that's about it. And I am going to let you go now because I got to get my house cleaned up. Yeah, having August here was fun and everything, but my housework kind of went down the drain because Grandma was having too much fun playing. Yeah, So I will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and bye-bye for now.